Hey, so what's going on, everybody? For those of you who play HOT for NHL 22, I found something out recently that's interesting, and it's a way to get a really, really good free pack, and it's also going to level up your character really easy. The problem is it's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take some grinding, but you're not really going to have to do much. It involves the Pro Am. Now, I know a lot of people don't play this. It was cool when they added it a couple years ago, but it got pretty boring after a while because you're really just playing against a computer, and it's just a base 300 experience points every game. But however, this year, what they added at the end of this, and I'll show you because I've done this on both consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, and you can ignore the Halloween one, that doesn't matter. It's these four settings here of all these challenges you got to do. Now, when you finish that final chapter, notice that red bag. That red bag, if you finish all the games, gives you an XFactor pack. Now, that's the XFactor pack that you need for hot for like Crosby, McKinnon, you saw all those big superstars, and it's a choice pack. Now the pack is untradeable, but it is 5 random players, so you don't know who it could be. But that does include Crosby, McDavid, McKinnon. It could be any of those guys. Now an easy way to do this is a nice little glitch that EA apparently forgot to mention or figure out was you can actually change the settings outside of the game here in the main menu, and it affects the game for when you play Pro Am. So it makes it very easy. Now, I'll show you what you got to do. You just go to your settings, go down to the gameplay sliders. Now, all you have to do is just start changing all the sliders. Now, you can put them all in you can turn to the game speed, that's fine, but you can turn to like skating. And here, I'll show you what I did. Like, look, this is for me. This is for me as in my player and my teammates. Back skating is 0. You leave it on 0, that way the fast players can blow by the guys back skating. And you could turn up puck carrier skating for your team. Like as you see, the computer for me, their acceleration's way down, their skating is at 0, their agility's at 0, but the human's all 100. All my shooting's all 100, theirs is all nothing. And what it's going to do is it's going to actually work for the quote online gameplay. But that's only, again, for the Pro-Am. That's when you're playing the computer. This is not going to obviously work when you play people online. But it's for this Pro-Am because what's going to happen is you're going to want to win these games, and some of them are, score 3, first to 3 to win, first to 5 to win. Some of them are timers. But you're going to get 300 experience every time you're playing the game. And every time you're playing the game, as you progress through these, it's 300 experience points. You're going to get bags and stuff for Chell. Once you get level 10, level 20, level 30 on Chell, you also get the power-up pack, which just gives you the power-ups for your players. But yeah, at the end, like I said, the key part of this is you don't really have to do anything. The computer's just going to do all the work for you. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have to play as one of the positions. So you can just play defense, let the computer win the draw. They're going to skate ridiculously fast. It's really, really, really silly. But in the end, you don't really have to do much. So, it's worth it for the pack alone because for those who, these who aren't aware of what exactly the pack is, like I said, it's the X Factors. Now, it's not the icons, it's the X Factors. It's these cards. As you look, some of these are pretty expensive. I have Marner, I believe, on here. I think I might have them on Xbox. But, I mean, look at some of these guys. If you do pull these in packs, I mean, they go for ridiculous amounts. Again, unfortunately, it is, it's not tradable. It's not sellable. It's nothing. But like I said, it's any of these 5 guys. You don't know who you're going to get. So that's the downside is you could do a lot of grinding and hoping for Crosby, and then you end up with, Slavin. But again, it's super, super easy to do this. You really don't have to do much of anything. Just change the sliders in your favor. The computer's just going to do the rest of the work. Now, I will say this. Unfortunately, I tried to do this with the goalie because I want to see if I can maybe level up the goalie stuff, get some goalie gear, maybe get the free achievement / trophy, however you want to look at it. But when you try to do so, the game will recognize that all computer players at that point, because you're no longer a skater, you're a goalie, all the computer players are incredibly slow. So it's just going to take forever. And, good luck getting the computer to hit the net. Not just for your team, but for their team. It's not worth it. Like I said, the only downfall to really of this, other than the free pack and the free experience, is the fact that, some of the games are really long. And I wouldn't say really long, like it's going to take forever, but, it's cool when you can have those quick to 3 games and you ain't got to do anything. But some of them are full length, like 20-minute periods, and they're probably at like a 3 or 4 minute timer. But for argument's sake, I'm just gonna jump into a game. I'll let you see, just how funny this is. The EA hasn't figured this out. I don't know how they didn't. I would have thought they would have caught it real quick. I know this happened a few years ago with Hot, and it was letting people do the challenges this way. So you really didn't have to do anything. You can go in, set everything that's like rookie, which is another thing I forgot to mention. You can put these games on rookie, and it recognizes them as rookie. But like I said, the sliders, the cool part, because they'll recognize the sliders, and once they do, it's all game from there. You don't have to worry about anything. The computer's just gonna take over. But here, we'll go ahead and take a look at here how the computer's gonna handle us. As you can see, we're in the white. Look how slow the computer is. See how incredibly slow they're moving. Meanwhile, myself, I shoot super hard, not even trying. So yeah, as you can see, the computer's just gonna move super slow. They're not gonna be very good. And your computer players are just gonna skate all over the ice like crazy. And they'll just, look at the computer. They can't figure out how to get there. Your guys are flying. So yeah, go ahead, have some fun, get some free packs. A free pack, especially the XFactor pack, and level up pretty easy. And let's have some fun, guys.